Okay, you guys, I'm here at my all-time favorite bookstore in the state of Connecticut, R.J. Julia Booksellers in Madison, Connecticut. And I'm so excited to be joined by the president, the newly appointed president, Lori Fazio. Lori, how are you? Congratulations on your new job.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
That is such good news.
It's very exciting.
We love the good news at R.J. Julia.
Oh, yeah.
And our good friend Roxanne Cody, I know, is probably so excited that you're running the shop for her.
Yeah, it's been a great partnership
with her.
over several years, and just taking on more and more responsibility and letting her, do some of the things that she loves to do, like reading and recommending books and leaving the day-to-day stuff to me.
Oh,
so it's great.
So good.
Yeah.
Well, tell us, Lori, what is the state of indie bookstores right now? I know your store not only survives, but thrives these days, but tell us what the state is of independent bookstores.
Yeah, I think all in all, indie bookstores are doing quite well. Obviously, the pandemic, just presented a challenge to all kinds of businesses, and bookstores were, not unique in that. But they, found ways to reach their customers and, give them the things that they needed to. We were considered essential businesses, which was great.
That's great.
And so a lot of bookstores were able to do that. Shifting then to virtual events for a while, that's been, very challenging because, customers want to come and meet their favorite authors
in person,
but they've adjusted, and now we're adjusting back to in person, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's great.
So we're doing well. We just the bookstores that kind of put their heads down and just drove forward with continuing to support what their customers needed and wanted and reacting to that did very well. So I have a lot of hope.
What do you think it is about RJ Julia that makes people like myself say it's their favorite bookstore? What is it about this place that's so special?
I think our culture, it's all about not just recommending great books, but really giving an experience when a customer walks in the door, of talking to someone and, them asking for a book or a suggestion. And it's really something that we've vetted, right? We're going to recommend books that we know and love. And if we don't know it, we're going to look it up and, give you our honest opinion. So when you walk out, you're going to either get what you want or get something that you didn't know you wanted, right? It's the discovery of the bookstore, and really just getting honest opinions from us. So you leave feeling good and wanting to come back.
I know. It is such a feel-good place here. And it's all about the community, too, which I think is so important, too.
We're very lucky to have such a supporting community.
Yeah.
And our customers are just really good to us.
It is the best here on the shoreline. So as a mom, one of the things that a lot of moms think about these days and worry about is like how much time our kids are spending on screens. So what's your best advice for getting your kids off the screens occasionally and just putting them in front of an old school book?
Yeah, well, incentives, I think, and, compromising with them. Social media is obviously a very different thing than it was when I was growing up and you were growing up, and even my kids, because my kids are older now, and social media has become, really the way that they connect, which is scary in one way, but you have to allow it, when you're ready. Every parent, they know their kids and they know when it's time to allow it, but then say, okay, well, you can do this, screen time, maybe come up with your own amount of time frame that you allow, but you need to keep your brain sharp as far as reading, so that you're ready for school or your, summer slide, right?
Yeah.
We hear a lot about, and we have a lot of summer reading programs. So, we encourage kids along the way. And instead of thinking of it as a, some parents will say, well, aren't we bribing our kids? Well, no, you're incentivizing them.
I like
that.
Yeah.
You're really, and get them things that they like to read. We've had some parents that are really, against them reading graphic novels. Why?
Right.
Let them read graphic novels.
Right.
It actually
Blaine just picked out a graphic novel. I saw.
And it encourages creativity. Like they're not only reading along with some of the pictures, but they're like really, their brain is working to kind of move along with the story. So graphic novels are fantastic. So don't poo-poo graphic novels.
Okay, I like that.
It's really
good. You heard it from Lori. Those are approved.
Yeah.
Okay, well, give us your picks for this summer.
Okay.
You're the expert. Tell us what to read this summer.
Well, there's so many, but I did pick two. So I picked Darling Girl by Liz Mikulski.
Okay.
So this is a retelling of a Peter Pan story. Peter Pan is not the Peter Pan that we think of in the Disney movies, so he's not always so nice. This is about Holly Darling, who's the granddaughter of Wendy Darling, and in her family, and how she's trying to get away from the stigmatism of being a darling. But something happens to her daughter, and she's got to go back into that world. So it borders on real, sort of a realistic feel to it, but also that fantastical world.
That sounds great.
There is a little trigger warning in this, so there is a little bit of violence. So just just to be noted of that, I like to give that up. But it's a page turner, and I couldn't put it down.
Okay, that's good. And
then I also want to talk about Jamie Brenner. So Jamie Brenner, a couple of years ago, wrote Blush, which was about, it combined a family out with a vineyard, but also a book club. I mean, what's better than, a book and wine? But now her new book comes out on next week on Tuesday, and it's called Guilt. And it's about a family who is in the engagement ring business. And, it's fun, but it's challenging. And they're, the sisters are all, have to figure some things out to work together and make the business go on.
Okay.
So her books, this is a much more of a summer dig-in, a little easier read, fun.
Good beach read.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. But also
and you know what I'm going to be reading? The Hotel Nantucket.
Which we love, Ellen.
Yeah, I'm about to buy that here, so I'm really excited to read that. And I actually ran into someone yesterday on the beach in Madison here, and she said she had just bought it, and she was already halfway through it.
Oh, good. Yeah, so, Ellen does that. You get sucked right into her books, and
I know, I'm excited.
When you read one, you got to read them all because she's just great. Yeah.
So how can everyone follow you guys? Is your Instagram the best way?
So we're on Instagram. We're on Facebook.
And the Instagram is just at RJ Julia.
At RJ Julia. Yeah. We also were on Twitter. And we have a YouTube channel. So yes, if you miss some of our events, you can go on and you could see a lot of things on our YouTube channel. Of course, coming into the store is always the best. And we have a website, rjjulia.com. So, lots of ways to reach us.
All right. Well, everyone, let's get reading more this summer with our kids and as adults. All of us need to read more. And again, congratulations on your new job here at RJ Julia, and a big shout out to our friend Roxanne Cody, who owns the store, and now Lori is the president. So thanks everyone for watching. We'll talk to you soon. That's the good news from Madison, Connecticut. Bye.